been surveying the damage and joins us live on location with a closer look. Good evening, Natalie.
Good evening, Karen. And we did have the chance to check out several neighborhoods here in LaPlace, and I can tell you that the damage is extensive. All you have to do is look at the house behind me to see just what I'm talking about. But we also wanted to give you a look at what it was like when that tornado struck. We have some video that was sent in to our partners at the NewOrleansAdvocate.com. It comes from a surveillance camera at the home of Christine and Christopher Darwin. They live in the Indigo Estates neighborhood here in LaPlace, and you can see just within seconds that wind starts to pick up debris, send it flying around, and you can tell that that wind is so strong it knocks that camera out. And in a matter of moments, it is all over. And that is what people that we have talked to here today said. It came, it went, it was quick. Now, we also have confirmed that this was an EF2 tornado. Bill Capo is here with me in LaPlace. He had a chance to talk with the National Weather Service, Karen, and we'll be back with that part of the story in just a little bit.
Natalie?
Well, Paul, thank you. Here in LaPlace, a state of emergency is in effect for a second night in a row. Also, a curfew is in place from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m., and that's for the area impacted by the storm between Highway 51 and Belterre Boulevard. As we mentioned earlier, this was confirmed as an EF2 tornado. Bill Capo, you had the chance to talk with meteorologists from the National Weather Service, and what are they saying? I'm Natalie Shepard, back here live in LaPlace, and I had the chance to talk with a lot of people today who are starting the long process of fixing their homes. And the one thing they all had to say was that the damage happened in just a matter of seconds. Carl Terry is surveying the damage done to the inside of his home in the Indigo Estates neighborhood. But Tuesday afternoon, he witnessed what happened to the outside.
Just pulled up from work.
And what happened?
It got black. Next 8-9 seconds, it got real scary.
He says the house just started falling apart. A pine tree from a half block down the street flew into his yard.
One side of the whole side of the house is completely damaged. The windows are broke, the back are broke, the complete backyard is totally demolished.
Just down the street, the Paulina's home took an even worse hit. Valerie Paulina was home and took cover in her utility closet.
And it only lasted 2-3 seconds, and everything was quiet.
They're moving everything out of the house that they can save. A backyard shed is destroyed, but a box of Saints memorabilia made it through the storm.
It's from when they beat the Vikings to go to the Super Bowl.
We don't know what we're going to do yet.
And it's the same story in the Meadows subdivision next door. The sounds of cleanup can be heard on every street. The Red Cross came to help as people pick up the pieces.
I think that says a lot to our character of Louisiana people. We rally and help each other.
Craig Paulina says people have come out to help. He's just glad his wife is okay and says their home will be too.
Then she picked the phone and says, "You're not going to like the roof." I'm like, okay. If that's all we got to worry is the roof, then okay. 3 years ago, we went through Isaac. We flooded here. We rebuilt. And as long as they can rebuild it, we'll rebuild again.
Now it's been just over 24 hours since those tornadoes hit our area, places like LaPlace and Convent, but already help is starting to arrive. And joining me now is Convent businessman David Fennelly, who is kicking off our fundraising effort. And tell me what is happening.
After an outbreak of severe weather hit the region.
We have extensive coverage of the storm's impact and the aftermath. But first we turn to Chief Meteorologist Carl Arredondo with the latest on the conditions we're seeing tonight. Carl. On the North Shore, the day started with water spouts, continued with possible tornadoes, and ended with damage to a duplex, a business, and a public boat launch. North Shore Bureau Chief Ashley Rodrigue covered all of it and joins us live tonight in Mandeville with a wrap-up. Busy day, Ashley. A possible tornado also ripped through parts of Ascension Parish, just south of Baton Rouge. Paul Murphy spent the day in Prairieville, where several businesses are digging out tonight. Apparent tornadoes touching down all over, leaving damage across the area. Dave and Carl have been covering the weather and keeping us up to date all morning, all afternoon, and now into the evening. And we're going to go to them right now to see what is going on out there.
And Karen?
Carl, thank you. Now, one of the areas that was hard hit was the small town of Convent in St. James Parish. Now, we did get confirmation from the Sugar Hill RV Park. The manager there says at least 100 RVs were damaged, and we're also getting reports that there was also a fatality in Convent. Tonight, we're learning more about the man accused in an ATV accident Sunday that left 5 people injured. Police arrested 31-year-old Earl Guy. Earl Guy also has several drug charges dating back to 2005, including cocaine and marijuana. But we're continuing to track a few showers across the area tonight, but severe weather could be on the way for tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Carl Arredondo is in the Pinpoint Forecast Center with more on that. Carl. Both groups for and against the project will talk in a private meeting tonight at 6:30. Well, the Uptown Drainage Project has caused lots of headaches, and some residents and businesses have even lost phone and internet connections.
Well, now